Hulu has released an entirely new season of Futurama, which you may not have known about since they decided to release the episodes all at once. Which is unfortunate because they basically buried their own show. Because instead of staying in the public consciousness week after week, the new season, along with any discourse it may have generated, is already over and done with. And anyone who actually watched it has already moved on to the next thing. But I guess Hulu didn't have as much faith in this new season as they did in the previous one, which isn't exactly a comforting thought for fans of the show, given Futurama's history of being cancelled. Now, was this one of my favorite seasons of Futurama? Probably not, but it was still a pretty enjoyable one nevertheless. The premiere episode followed Bender as he struggled with being a short king, which was fine. Even though Bender never expressed any problems with his height before, it was fun to see the gang in a story that was clearly inspired by kaiju films like Godzilla and Pacific Rim, especially since that story involved the robot devil. The second episode followed the Planet Express crew as they tried to combat climate change, which is an issue that the series has tackled before. But the subject matter felt far more relevant now, especially given how science seems to be disregarded these days. The third episode focused on some new relationship issues between Fry and Leela, which was okay. We already know that the characters are soulmates, so adding more drama to their dynamic did feel incredibly unnecessary. The fourth episode followed the crew as they ventured into a mysterious world inhabited by numbers, which was fine. I liked the appreciation for math, but nothing about the episode felt particularly special. The fifth episode focused on the kid characters being addicted to their screens, which made for one of the better episodes of the season, especially since Bender called me out for using my phone while watching this episode on my laptop. The sixth episode focused on the pandemonium that erupted once people started getting raptured, which was fine. I mean, for a story that was trying to pit science against religion, I found it hard to believe that the professor of all people wouldn't do the easiest thing, which would be to fly up and see where all of the floating people were going. The seventh episode involved a conspiracy theory that made shocking claims about the basement of a local pizzeria, which was honestly my least favorite episode of the season since I found it to be a little boring and even gross. The eighth episode focused on Zoidberg getting adopted by Leela's parents, which actually made for a surprisingly heartwarming episode. Though I did think it was a bit unnecessary to reveal that the two were actually somehow related. The ninth episode introduced us to a truffle pig named Jambone, whom I absolutely loved. I genuinely hope that we'll get to see more of him in the future. And the finale followed the crew as they embarked on an epic 10 million year journey to witness the birth of a new universe, which was easily my favorite episode of the bunch. Acting as a clear homage to novels like Mickey 7, I loved how the story embraced some far out sci-fi concepts. So, while I think there have been better seasons of Futurama, I thought this new season was still totally fine. I mean, I liked it just as much as the King of the Hill revival, so I really hope we'll be seeing more Futurama in the not too distant future. And while I do think that I like the previous season a bit better, season 10 of Futurama would still get a recommendation from me. Now, I should note that this review was first posted on my website, davidthemovieguy.com, so if you want to know my thoughts early, or if you just don't want to listen to the annoying sound of my voice, you can feel free to head on over there. But be sure to let me know what you thought about this season of Futurama, and as always, thanks for watching.